Didn't expect to see your face around here anytime soon.
I'm sure you've heard the news.
Yes, poor Skylar. Tragedy.
For head of security, you don't offer your employees much of it.
I like you, Taylor. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Makes for an easy target.
Clayton, Frederick, Johnson, ring any bells?
Sure. Heavenly bells.
6 years ago, the body of your husband, Clayton Johnson, was found in a motel room in Galveston, Texas. A bullet lodged in his chest. The PD brought charges against you.
They were dropped.
They were. Because one, Tom Farrell, gave you an alibi. Claimed you were with him, making love.
And how is this relevant to anything?
I don't know yet. I'm looking into it.
And what are you saying?
I'm seeing someone who didn't take care of putting on their makeup this morning. Someone who hasn't slept much lately.
Chronic insomnia.
Or guilty conscience.
You're gonna need a much bigger looking glass to find that.
This is no fucking joke. A young woman is being brutally murdered. I'm not stopping until I find out who did it.
Good luck with that.
I'm impressed, Jack. You throw my money back in my face, now you harass my wife. You make enemies fast.
I haven't even started yet.
I'm not sure I appreciate that tone.
Then have me thrown out.
I think I can handle you.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I like you, Jack. I really fucking do. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. So how you doing back there?
Sitting pretty! Woo-hoo! Where are we going?
You're gonna love it. You keep the change, darling.
This is life. Real life.
It's real all right. Not much of a life.
Now, Jack, buddy, listen up. All I care about is recovering this copy of the game. Why the hell would I want to involve myself in murder?
So tell me about Kelly's first husband.
A few years ago, the company was booming. I had more money than I'd ever had. But I felt this hole inside of me. On impulse, I bought this old Harley, did a runner, told nobody. I just rode off into the wild blue yonder.
Easy rider, eh?
Except it wasn't doing it for me. I just kept sinking deeper. Got into scrapes, drank too much. Oh, I'm in Galveston, Texas. And I'm in this bar, and I notice this girl. And she's different. She's hot, but her eyes, oh, they are doing all the work. She is just scanning the place. And she settles on me. It was like she decided to choose me. I kid you not, Taylor. It was unnerving. A couple hours later, we're in bed. We're banging each other's brains out. And boom, the door busts open, and there he is. Clayton Frederick, the hubby that she's running away from. And he's fucking ripshitty. Bullshit. He's aching for blood. And Kelly, she puts her hand in the drawer. She pulls out a .38. One bullet. He goes down, gone. Just like that. And I'm like, what the what? And she turns to me and she says, honey, you got a choice here. Are you with me or against me?
So what did you do?
I married her, of course.
It's me. It's Dara. I'm so sorry.
They want me to come in.
Who does?
The guards. They want me tied to identifier. I can't do that. I can't.
You need someone with you. Where's Alan?
Don't mention that fucker's name.
Mr. Egan, I'm Detective Noonan. I'm sorry to hear about Nick. I was wondering if I could have a word. You paint these yourself?
Oh, yeah. My wife, it was her hobby. Can't say I thought much of it when she was alive. Now, she'd laugh, thinking of me taking up where she left off. Keeps me busy. Has there been progress? Have you made an arrest?
We're following several lines of inquiry.
Meaning that you don't have a clue.
Meaning we're doing all we can.
So did I. I did my best. Taking care of Nick. Wasn't very good though, was I?
Mr. Egan, did Nick ever talk to you about a co-worker named Skylar Garvey?
Oh, Nick never talked about his work. And I mean, even if he did, I wouldn't have understood any of that computer malarkey.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary in Nick's behaviour in the last couple of weeks?
No. Mind you, well, there was one night, a few days before he died. He came home late from work. He said he'd made it. Said we'd be rich.
Do you know what he meant by that?
No, I mean, me and Nick, we were close, but no, we didn't talk much.
Would he have spoken to his friends about it?
Dunno, maybe.
Do you know where I might be able to find them?
What do you mean?
I mean, did Nick ever say anything about striking it rich?
No.
No,
Did he like working at FS?
I don't know.
He loved it. Hell, for gamers like us, a gig at FS is like the Holy Grail.
How did he land the Holy Grail?
He met a girl in a pub one night, Skylar. She was nice. I liked her. She helped him get a foot in the door and he thought he had it made. He didn't realise what bastards they were.
Come on, we gotta get going.
What do you mean, bastards?
Nick was always trying to impress, so he talked to anyone who'd listen about all his great ideas for his games designs. Bad move.
Why?
They stole his designs. Pricks.
Shut up.
Who did? Skylar?
Come on.
She is wild. She's dangerous, unpredictable. Kelly, I never knew what was going to happen when she was around. She made me feel alive, like nothing else. Still does.
So to make your mundane millionaire life a bit more exciting, you married a murderer and made her your head of security.
Oh, you make that sound like it's a bad thing.
She take care of loose ends for you.
Sure. Anybody gets in my fucking way.
Skylar was a threat to the future of everything you built. Handy to have Kelly around for the dirty work.
Oh, Jack. Jack, I like you, I do. You leave my wife out of this.
Or else what?
You do not want to know. Hey, buddy.
What happened between you and Alan?
A few days ago, I noticed telltale signs that the game prototype had been copied. It's not supposed to be possible. Only myself, Skylar, and Alan have the know-how. Skylar. She said she had nothing to do with it, but I know her better than anyone.
And Alan, he wanted it for himself, sell it for millions.
No, are you crazy? Alan wanted Skylar to go to Farrell with the copy, admit everything. He was scared shitless of Farrell finding out that he'd tarnish us all with the same brush.
And sack you all.
He could make sure none of us ever work in the games industry again.
But Skylar refused to give it back.
Last night, Alan went to see her. He was drunk. Furious, promised to tear her place apart to find the copy. I thought it was just hot air. But then he never came back. You prick! I'll kill you!
Easy, Debbie, easy.
Makes the games whiz. Your friend Skylar. She's nice, helps him get an internship. He's trying to impress. He pitches his ideas all over the place. Thinks they'll make him rich. And somebody steals him. How? And who?
Skylar? It was Nick, her lover. But then he finds out that she's stolen all his ideas. He freaks. He wants to blow the whistle on her. She has to kill him.
Skylar was not a murderer. What about Nick's mates? He'd made it big by getting a job at FS, left his fellow gamer geeks in the dust. Detect any jealousy there?
Jealousy, no. Loyalty, yes.
Feels good.
What does?
You talking to me instead of breaking my balls.
Oh. By the way, I still have these.
Oh, well, you keep them.
Knock, knock. Must be Mrs. Farrell. I'm
Detective Noonan. Am I interrupting something?
No. Not anymore, you're not.
I don't believe you.
Debbie, I swear. Skylar wasn't there, and when I came back here, those feckers from the pub were staking out the place.
You always hated her because she was twice as talented as you.
That doesn't mean that I killed her.
Wait. Fuck!
I can see why Skylar liked you.
How do you know she liked me?
You spent the evening with her?
All we did was talk.
About what?
What are you fishing for, Kelly?
See anything you like?
Oh, I wouldn't dare.
You don't strike me as the shy, retiring type.
Your husband told me how you met. Dramatic.
He likes to make me into some kind of white trash femme fatale bitch.
You tell it differently.
No. It just wasn't that big of a deal.
Killing someone.
Getting away with it.
There were no consequences.
There's always consequences. Just not always the ones you'd expect.
Beats doing time, though.
Who says I'm not doing time? Is it comfortable?
Tailor-made.
Scared of Farrah?
Terrified.
It's her, isn't it? Detective Noonan. Me and Farrell are very different, but we've got one thing in common. We don't take no for an answer.